Now for the improvements in weight painting and the data transfer operator. Let me simply draw a little bit on the eye here, and you see it's not really smooth, it's kinda jagged, but we can smooth it out using a new tool. You can find it here under Tools and below here Weight Tools. It's called Smooth and it has replaced the Blend tool, but I can't use it currently because the vertex selection masking has not been turned on. You can do it down here. Let me turn it on and then select everything with A, and now I can run the Smooth tool. And you see it has already started smoothing things out. Factor here just tells us how aggressive the algorithm is. Let's turn it down back to 0.5 and instead use multiple iterations, which just means that the algorithm is run several times, and the more iterations I use, the smoother the result. And below here we have expand and contract. It does exactly what it reads. Expand, that is positive. A positive value here will expand what I have been drawn, and contract will make it smaller. So let me turn expand back to 1 and increase the iterations, so the expansion gets bigger and bigger and bigger and more expanded, while the edges are actually smooth. So this is also pretty cool and pretty useful. And now let me transfer this vertex group from this result here up to the one I have up here. But there is one problem. The one up here is scaled and rotated, and beforehand this would have meant that mesh data transfer would have been really difficult, but not anymore thanks to a new feature. So let me first select the SASA where I want to copy the mesh data to, and then the source. So now the source is the active object and this one just selected. And then let me go to Object, Transfer, Mesh, Data. And let me select Vertex Groups. And here we have the new option Auto Transform. And this will now do some magic to find out how this one has been transformed, like rotated and scaled, and try to copy the data as good as possible. And now let me select it. And you see that a vertex group has been created. And now in Weight Paint, you see that what I had just painted below here has been copied up there. Maybe not absolutely perfect, but pretty good. And another thing I'd like to show you for the mesh data transfer operator is that now, if you are doing this multiple times and have lots and lots of objects, you have the option to turn off any changes to the operator. Because, for example, whenever you start it, you have the selection here and maybe you might misselect. So freeze operator will prevent any changes, so you can do mesh data transfers with many objects without accidentally changing anything.